as Catholics, we do encounter the situation a lot where we are asked, why did we add books to the Bible?
Yes.
That is something that does come up somewhat often. But really, the question that should be asked is, why did you, Protestants, reduce the books in the Bible?
In the Bible, okay.
Because the Bible, as it had been held, since the times of Damasus the First, which is, we are talking about the year like 400 after Christ.
Yeah.
Okay? Christ, since Christ to this Pope was around 400 years. So, since that time until the Protestant Reformation, the Bible had been what is the Catholic Bible.
Okay.
Okay, with all those the 7 books. So, and here we have to note what exactly happened. So when Pope Damasus I had convened the Council of Rome, it was called the Council of Rome, to determine which are the books we are going to have in the Bible, because it had not yet been determined. In terms of the Old Testament, there's, this was more or less borrowed from the Jews.
Yeah.
Okay, but ours was actually, strictly speaking, was the Septuagint. But remember that the books of, for example, the New Testament, it had not been determined.
Okay.
That these are the books we will use, and these are the books that are canonical. And there had been more books. You have what we have in the Bible right now.
Yeah.
But remember, there were other books, like those written by Ignatius of Antioch. There had been, and they had actually done what would be called epistles.
Okay.
Epistles to certain peoples, another epistle to another group of people, just the same way Paul was writing. So somebody had to sit down and decide that these are the ones we will hold as canonically scripture. So that is what happened at that time.
Okay.
They decided that, and the books were set, and we came all the way to the Protestant Reformation, where now the rationale that was used by Martin Luther was that because Paul was a Pharisee, we are going to revert to the Tanakh. The Tanakh was the set of books that was used by the Pharisees.
Right.
So amongst the Jews, they did not all agree. The different groups didn't all agree on which books are inspired. So different groups had their own books. So there are those who held to the Septuagint, who were mostly the Jews in the diaspora. Okay. Especially the Greek-speaking Jews. And then there were the books that were held by the Pharisees. And there was even as small as, there was another group which just held to the Torah, only just the 5. Okay. So, anyway, so, so Martin Luther, he chose to go with the Tanakh. So it had 7 books less, and that's why now the Protestant Bible is has fewer books.
Okay.
Yeah.